Lucky Parachute Podcast. We are sitting in Forest Adventures in southwestern Busselton.
We sure are. Welcome everybody.
And my name is Jyro.
My name is Aaron. The adrenaline's pumping still.
Yeah, we've had a good little run around this course.
That was sick fun.
Pretty fun, man. Little high ropes course. We've been banging on about it for ages.
It was very good.
Finally got here and had a bit of a go and didn't fall off.
It's also a special day today as well, mate.
Nah, I don't know what
it's
you're talking about.
It's a very special day today too.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, mate. Hey?
Thanks, man.
You old prick.
Yeah, I know, old bugger, aren't I?
How does it feel to be all old and shit?
It feels the same as yesterday.
Yeah.
But today, it feels like I'm one day older than I was yesterday.
It looks to me like you've got your first grey coming through.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Just on your head there.
Nah, stop
Yeah,
it.
it looks like it.
Oh, shit.
So today is episode 59 of the Lucky Parachute Podcast.
That's insane.
Insane, isn't it?
Insane.
One more to 60.
Wow.
Maybe we could just stop here.
Do you reckon when we're 59 years old, we'll be like, one more till 60?
Yeah, we will be. And then we'll be like, fuck, we're
so
old.
next year, or?
Yeah, for you. It is the 24th of March today. And it is your birthday, my boy.
There you go, everybody. That's my birthday.
It is. That's your exact
Got
birthday.
it.
And I'm bringing something back as a birthday present to you, my friend.
What are you bringing back?
What am I bringing back?
Yeah.
Well, this is Aaron's day of the week.
Oh,
hey?
Look out.
Hey?
He's bringing it back.
Right. So today is National Cheesesteak Day.
Of course it is. What the hell is that?
Cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. You know what cheesesteak is.
Go on.
Philly cheesesteak.
Nah.
So it's like a steak and cheese sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Is it filling?
Yanks love it.
Is it steakish?
Well, it's not that filling, but if you ate too much cheese and too much steak, it's pretty hard to shit the next day. So it fills your ass up pretty well.
It fills up your ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also National Cocktail Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wear a cock as a tail.
Okay. That's what I was
Have it
hoping
hanging
you
out the
were
back.
going to say. Yeah.
Flick it around, whack people in the head.
Like when you're happy, does it wag?
Yep.
Can it wag?
I can wag mine when I'm happy.
Do you hit people with it?
Sometimes.
Okay, good.
It is also National Chocolate Covered Raisin Day.
Actually, going back to that last one, I reckon our cocks were hanging a few times up in those trees, man.
Yeah, well, I think you were having a bit more issue with your...
Some of those zip lines
Yeah.
were pretty long, and like you're halfway through and you're like, oh, hang on, my old fella's getting squashed.
So we started off on the big one. Started off on the real high one.
Ooh.
That was a bit of wind for you guys. So we are outside, so if you get a bit of wind, suck it up, princess.
There's lots of wind. The little monitor the little recording thing on the monitor is just going insane just then. But we'll see how it sounds.
So I put my book up.
I got my hand up.
Yeah, my book's better.
My hand's mediocre.
So did you hear me? What was the last one I said?
Yeah, chocolate covered raisin day or something?
Yeah.
See, I do listen.
Raisin day.
I do listen.
Not bad, not bad. I don't mind a chocolate covered raisin.
I like chocolate coated sultanas.
You know that
better.
raisins and sultanas are deadly for dogs.
Yeah.
Public service announcement.
So
Don't
is chocolate.
feed your dog sultanas and chocolate. So your chocolate covered sultana.
It's even
It'll
worse.
kill them twice. It'll kill them so much they'll come back to life.
When they're laying on the ground dead,
Yeah.
they'll wake up and die again.
Flatmates Day.
Flatmates Day.
Yep. So all those fellas that have been hit by cars, run over by a steamroller. That bloke from Austin Powers, especially.
Oh man.
Kudos to you, mate.
What a scene.
He's a flatmate.
Isn't that a good one? The rollers miles away.
No, Flatmates Day. So to all those people that are lucky enough to have a flatmate, feel so fucking sorry for you. Because I've lived with people before and people suck. So
Yeah, they do a little bit.
They do.
Yeah.
It is natural. Could be natural, but it is National Introverts Day.
Oh man, that's banging.
Yeah,
That's
your birthday.
It's probably
It
my
is
day.
National Introverts Day.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm definitely an introvert.
Yeah, you are.
So
Yeah.
it should make sense.
It does make sense. I'm pretty sure they did that one just for you.
My birthday.
And this month it is Haemophilia Awareness Month.
Hemophilia?
Haemophilia Awareness Month. Now, do you know what haemophilia is, Jack?
Yeah.
Would you care to
Nope.
Okay, cool. Now, haemophilia is a disease in which I'm pretty sure, from memory, I didn't look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's where you don't have enough white blood cells, so that when you start to bleed, you continue to bleed.
Ah, of course.
So you don't scab up.
Yeah,
stuff
no,
like
that's
so
what I
you
would have
quite
said.
thin blood, I
That's what I
believe.
would have said to
Can you
you.
just make sure that my mic is still working? Because I just touched my cord.
Yeah, your mic is
I
still
am?
working, man. Yeah.
Fantastic. So birthdays, mate.
Yeah, I've had a few.
Harking back
Mm.
of these 36 birthdays you have had, Maybe starting from about 5 or 6. You probably can't remember any before that.
Yeah.
Yeah? No? You can or you can't?
Vaguely.
No?
I think my 5th birthday, I got a push bike. Sure of it.
Is it a Malvern Star?
No, actually, that might have been Christmas on my 5th year of life.
So you got no idea.
No. Moving on.
I was wondering, what has been your best birthday present since you were what do you think you were most excited about, and what do you think hit home the hardest?
The best birthday present that hit home the hardest.
Yeah, like fondest memories. Waking up on your birthday morning and getting all excited, ripping open that paper and seeing your very first dildo.
Grew up with not much. The old duck was not very well off.
Yeah,
that's money department.
That's growing up in the 90s, I think.
Yeah, probably could have had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a tough one, man, because it's been a few birthdays.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No, you did.
I did.
You did.
I did.
And I can think of probably, maybe I was like age 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there, I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles skateboard.
Fuck yeah.
You know, with the single kick, nice wide skateboard with the
just,
rail.
Just a piece of ply with one bent up end.
Pretty much the plastic underneath as well, so you could like
the rails, plastic rails on the front, and that big bulby one on the back.
Yeah, the big huge bulby one on the back. So when you obviously slowing down, you don't wear out the wood.
No, you wear that out and break it in a week because they just go crunch.
I think I was probably to be honest, most of our most fondest memories are probably around the ages of like 6 to 10 sort of thing.
Yep.
I think that's when our brain develops and becomes...
No, I was about 26, 27, but continue.
No, anyway, but I think that skateboard, man, kind of changed my little world a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had plenty of gifts over the years, don't you worry. But I think that one really hit home.
Skateboarding was a big part of our lives, man.
And that's where it began, to be honest. So that's probably helps that memory along.
Well, I still remember my first skateboard too. And it was exactly the same sort of board, and it had this weird, ugly guy on the bottom of it. The big old fat, shape board with shitty trucks and all the plastic all over it. Good fun.
So fun. I mean, the bearings were pretty rubbish.
Everything was rubbish.
Probably
the wheels were literally just like a hard bit of plastic covered in.
They did good power slides though, because they were very slippery on night.
So you got all those flat spots in the tyres.
Yeah. You know, when you're going along. Yeah, that's all that happening.
Yep.
But I left it out in the rain. Maybe 6 months later, I left it out in the rain one night, and you know how rain and skateboards don't mix very
especially
well.
not the most expensive skateboards. That plywood don't like the water.
It turned into like a lasagna.
You could have peeled it in half and made 2 skateboards.
5 skateboards.
5 skateboards.
Yeah, that's how full on it was.
So I reckon my most memorable would be, it's usually something like that. Mine was a bike. So I got my very first push bike. It was a Malvern Star, a red and white Malvern Star.
Oh.
My grandparents bought it for me.
Okay.
Loved it.
Yeah, right. I think that's pretty good. Melbourne Stars are still around, right?
And really good bike. And a little shit neighbour kid ripped off my fucking, you know how they had the little silver star in the front of them?
Yeah.
The prick ripped it off.
Oh, he debadged it.
He badged me. Literally 2 weeks after I got the fucking thing. His name was Josh, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Fuckhead.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So yeah, if you're listening, Josh, just fucking stop it.
Yeah, Josh.
Don't listen anymore because you're not allowed. So do you feel old?
Do I feel old?
Yeah.
Not until I had to get up off the floor this morning.
Yeah.
I didn't fall over or anything, but I sat down to open a few prezzies.
Yep.
And when I stood up, it took me a little longer than usual, and everything hurt a bit more.
Yeah.
I'm like, I actually feel older now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I've been told it just gets worse.
Yeah.
So in hindsight, we're still pretty young.
When you hit 40, I'm pretty sure you lose your sight. I've heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I heard you lose your hearing.
Yeah.
So you go deaf and blind. Yeah, you've got no ambitions.
Ambitions. Yeah, everything really just goes out the window.
Everything does, yeah.
No, the reason I was asking that is I had the pleasure of going to my youngest boy's sports carnival yesterday.
Yeah, okay, awesome.
And it was a great day. I was pretty proud of my little dude. Like one of my little boys has got club feet and finds it hard to run and all that sort of stuff. Came second in his running race.
Wow. Good on him, man. Shout out to that little dude.
Yeah, a little boy that's been struggling with his feet his whole life.
Yeah.
Come second in his running race. I was pretty bloody proud of him.
He's showing them, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Showing them you don't need perfect
Exactly. You don't need
running feet.
do you?
No, you don't.
Doesn't matter if they're a little bit bent. And yeah, so I'm very proud of him. And my other little fella came first in his running race.
Oh, sick.
Quick little dudes.
Yeah.
And yeah, they did well. We got two firsts and a third. One of the boys, and the other one got a first and a second, I think.
Yeah.
So they did very well. And one of the most sweetest things at the end of the day, right? My young bloke Corey. I mean, not Corey. That's one of my kids. So my young bloke Seth, which is the one with the club feet. That was at the end of the day, and I was really proud. I said, mate, where's your... He didn't have his ribbon on. Like his blue ribbon, he only had his second ribbon left.
Okay.
I was like, dude, where's your ribbon? And he's like, oh. So his best mate's name's Matthew. His little mate Matthew. He's like, oh, Matthew didn't have one, so I gave it to him.
Aww.
And I was like, I was about to say, oh no, go get it. And then I was like, fuck, you know what? That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that's pretty full on, man, for
So,
someone like the young fella that.
Yeah, little bloke. Because his mate had a couple of thirds.
Okay.
He didn't have a first. So Seth was like, there you go, have my first.
Wow, that's cool, man.
So I was very proud of him. Real proud dad sort of moment. So we get to the end of it, right? And they call out that they're about to have they're pulling a parent, teacher and student race.
Okay.
So it was a 50-metre relay. So we needed 5 parents on each side, 5 students on each side and 5 teachers on each side of the thing. So everyone got up there. They were only 4 to start off with. I was like, oh, should I go? Should I not go? I was like, I sort of didn't go to start off with. And then they were like, oh, we need 1 more. So I was like, fuck it. Why not? I'll do it. I'll jump in there.
Hang on, when's the last time you've had a good run?
Now, I was running quite a bit.
Oh, that's right.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
But I stopped.
What, on the track?
No, I just stopped because I couldn't be fucked anymore. And
Oh.
I hurt my knee because I ran too much.
Oh my god.
So I did that. I'm not unfit, but I'm not as fit as I have been.
Okay.
So I got out there and I was like, right, this will be okay. And then as I'm standing there, and they'd all started running, and parents aren't doing too bad. Like we had a couple of old ducks in our group, so if they had jumped out, and we had a couple of speedy, that we might have won. So that kind of pissed me off. No, I'm just joking. But so we get to the end. I'm running last.
Yeah,
so I'm
right.
looking across this little cunt kid next to me, right? It's this little fucking year 6, looking like he's pretty quick. This isn't going to be fun. So I was like, shit, I haven't stretched.
Oh,
no
dude.
stretching at all. So I'm standing there, literally I've got one more bloke in front of me, I'm trying to stretch. So I'm like stretching one leg. So I did about a 2-second stretch on one leg, 2-second stretch on the other leg. So I stretched both my hammies for 2 seconds.
Wow. Was it enough?
No, hell no. A good 15-minute stretch is usually good.
Wow.
Yeah. So we get to this point and this chick's sprinting baton back at me with the baton. And I remember baton relay, so I've got my arm out and I'm like fucking ready to go. Grab the baton, gonna take off, and I don't know what's happened. I've taken off too quick or too slow, and I have almost just fallen flat on my face. Like I've gone to go and I've just gone, whoa, fuck. Luckily I had enough go to pick up and just take off.
Wow, okay.
And this little punk kid had already because they were ahead of us. So he was probably maybe 3 metres ahead, already sprinting, and I've just taken off like a rocket. And I want to smoke this kid, hey. I'm fucking pushing so hard, and I reckon I got him, hey. I reckon I got him right at the end, and I could see the fear in his eyes, hey, as I'm fucking running up next to him.
Because he thought you were going to bowl
He could hear me
over.
coming.
Yeah.
He's looking back, oh fuck!
It's like a dinosaur running after him, literally.
So we get to the end of it, and the woman on the thing's like, oh, I think the parents might have got it, but we're going to have to give it to the kids. I'm fucking bullshit! And I got up and started throwing shit around. No, I didn't really. But yeah, so that was all good.
You would have been upset.
I was a bit upset.
You were.
You know what was even more upset?
What's that?
I didn't get a fucking ribbon.
No.
Where's my ribbon?
No, you don't get ribbons, man. They
Why
give them to
not?
the kids that didn't win.
And also what pissed me off is, when you got teachers running, you're not allowed to put 3 of your fucking sports teachers in there. He's 6 foot tall, fucking tanned, long-legged, fucking. All you can see is muscles.
Oh, yeah,
This
yeah.
cunt fucking. He
Mr.
runs.
Muscles.
Mr. Hussein Bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he's. Yes,
Is that
Mr.
his
Bolt.
name?
Yeah.
Mr. Bowl, how do you run so fast? Train.
So yeah, it was good fun. I
Okay.
actually felt good to be involved, and I felt like I was back at school again.
Oh.
So then I got home in the afternoon. What's wrong with my foot?
Oh, dude, you've gone and injured yourself, haven't you?
So I've sprained. It's fine today.
Sprained it.
I've sprained my right foot, like in the middle
By
of my
running
foot.
on grass.
I just was running too fast. I was
Like-
trying to smoke this kid.
You were trying to leave T-Rex imprints in the ground like in Jurassic Park, weren't you?
Yeah. So harking back to it, yes, I do feel old. And it's been a while since I've felt old.
I'm glad we had that story for you to say that.
Yeah, so I sat down yesterday and I sat on the couch and I had to put a big bag of chicken nuggets on my foot for about an hour and a half.
Okay.
And after that it was fine.
Right. And
So
then,
it was just a nugget issue.
did you wake up the next day in the morning like friggin' sore?
This morning my legs were a little bit, how you going?
Or was that yesterday?
That was yesterday,
Oh
right?
shit. Right.
Yeah.
That's too
Yeah.
soon, man.
It is too
Tomorrow
soon.
you're going to be dead.
It is too soon.
Yeah,
Oh, well, the funniest thing is, now I've just come and done a high ropes course.
Yeah.
So if you have a phone call from me this morning saying I can't get out of bed, you know why.
I don't know why.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my little am I too old? I'm feeling old kind of moment.
Okay.
But then I got out today, climbed what? 20-metre high climbing wall up there.
Yeah. That was
That's
hard
pretty
work.
damn good.
Yeah, that was hard work.
That was a good climb. There's a few tricky bits too. Like, did you get a bit stuck?
Adrenaline course. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to like let my legs go and use my arms to get
Same.
up a
I
couple
had to
bits.
just jump
Yeah.
and pull myself up.
Yeah, it was
So-
pretty hectic.
It was very hectic. Good fun though. If anyone is around in the southwest or in Busso, come down to this joint and have a go at it. Even if you just want to do the lower courses, if you're a bit too scared to do the high ones like Jyro was.
Yeah, I was just on the swing set over there. When
Just
we
on the
got
swings
here.
going, oh
Yeah,
my
it was
god!
scary. All right, so Forest Adventures is where we are. As we said at the start of the potty, it's actually right next to a road, like not a main road, but a pretty busy road. So apologies if you guys can hear the trucks and cars driving past.
So those apologies are from Jai, I actually don't care.
That's the beauty of podcasting anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Not in the middle of a road,
Yeah.
although that would be funny.
Yeah. Look, I'm really sorry guys, but we're not in a professional studio, so
No.
deal with it.
We're not. We're recording today on the camera.
And that is a part of the beauty of Lucky Parachute.
And you probably see us every now and again put our little books up to try and cover our microphones because it's freaking windy as well.
It's not because we're scared you're cheating.
No, don't look at our microphones. You can't see them. You might get the answers correct and we're going to get them wrong. If you copy off us, you're going to get it wrong.
Always.
So anyway, we're going to send this little... I think this is going to be our first episode as a visual aspect.
I would say so.
We're going to get this one up on YouTube and break into the world of vision for
The world
everybody.
of tubing. Tubing?
Tubing.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know. We're new to this.
I'm sure we'll pick up the lingo soon.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get all the cool words that all the cool kids are saying.
All the young cool kids.
All the young cool kids.
Like us.
No, like you.
Like me, sorry. You're really old
I'm
now.
older than you now, technically. So anyway.
Yeah, so look, Forest Adventures. It is... Forest Adventures in the Southwest is the case foundation experience that offers adrenaline-filled fun on high ropes courses and flying foxes. Set high among the majestic trees of the legendary Ludlow Tuart Forest in the beautiful southwest of Western Australia. 20-minute drive from Bustleton and a 30-minute drive from Bunbury, 45 minutes from Margaret River.
Oh man, you couldn't have said that any better.
Yeah.
It almost looked like you were concentrating on the table, really having a good thought process to get that all out in one go.
Having combined world-class
you've
European
got more.
standards for safety and design with the Southwest's supreme environment, we are proud to present Forest Adventures Southwest as one of the best in its kind, with many of activities unique within Australia. This amazing adventure park spans 8 acres and is unspoiled natural bushland with over 500 5-star reviews on Facebook and Google combined. Make sure to put them on your things to do list when you're visiting the Margaret River region. 6 huge courses combine the rope and wire challenges to provide 2 hours of pure fun.
And that's exactly what it was.
Yeah, it was exactly that. And adrenaline, and first time I came here, this is my second time. First time, I was shitting bricks.
This is my first time and I wasn't shitting bricks.
Yeah, you're tough.
Why?
Because you are. You're dry.
Because I'm dry.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Yeah.
You're only saying that because it's my birthday, right?
Yeah. It's the only day I'll give you compliments of the
Thanks,
year.
man. We all take them. One day a year is better than nothing.
Yeah. So when we got here, we jumped straight on the high ropes course.
High ropes.
So that's the big dog.
So like Snoop Dogg's rope.
Big dog.
eh?
So what do you reckon? That's about
We've
20...
spoken about this.
Yeah, you
adventure.
have. You wouldn't shut the fuck up about Snoop Dogg the whole time.
That's right, because he was so high. No, because you spoke about how you went on the course, you did all this stuff, you walked around, maybe you were climbing around the one that goes over the road, and I laughed and said, haha, imagine if we painted dead bodies on the road. And
yeah, we should do that on the way out.
We definitely
I
have
think I've got a
to.
chalk head in my car.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea, let's do it.
But yeah, and there was a bit that I didn't do last time.
Oh yeah,
And I was
that's cool.
Kicking myself, mate.
Were ya?
But
Did it hurt?
got my big boy balls out today.
You just got him out.
Did it straight away.
You unzip your fly,
Came in like a wrecking ball.
and they come flying out of your pants.
Straight.
There's big balls just hanging out.
Came in like a wrecking ball.
Don't know how they didn't get tangled up in that harness.
Hey, they did a few times, I must admit. There were a few touch and go moments, yeah. I almost left my dick on a tree.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah. Oh, I swear I had something else with me.
Yeah.
Oh, Jai, could you just get my dick off that tree when you come through?
Yeah, man, I'll just chuck it in my pocket.
But yeah, no, there's a big bit where you actually have to... Look at old mate with his fucking lunch.
Yeah, so there's a guy doing some maintenance right now.
Hang on, I'll get the camera and I'll...
Alright, go on, film him. There's a guy doing some maintenance right now.
Is he doing maintenance or is he just having his lunch?
Well, no, I think he's got like... Dude, I think it's a paintbrush with like oil in it or something.
Oh, okay.
Oiling up the wire. Hey, man.
Give us a wave!
Yeah, boy. There he is.
Look at him. I thought he had his lunch and he was going. I thought he had a bottle of apple juice and a fucking sandwich. He was heading up there to have a little bit of a feed.
Have you got a microphone that goes all the way over there?
No, but people that are watching the YouTube video get to have that little
they get
bit.
to hear you, but no one
And
else
it's a little
does.
bit of a special bit, isn't it? Hey?
Patreon.
Back, everybody.
Is that the Patreon episode?
Yeah, sorry.
Just 20 seconds of you
We're not
talking
earning
over
quite
there.
enough money from podcasting to have our own fucking cameraman yet, so we have to do it all ourselves.
We got to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So,
I did. The Tarzan swing.
tell us what you did. Why you did it. No,
Well,
why you
first-
didn't do it last time.
Well, I didn't do it last time because I was scared.
Why were you scared?
Well, it's a bit of a tricky one. So what you've got to do is you've got to swing on a massive big Tarzan rope. So you got your carabiners and all that sort of stuff, and you have to attach yourself to the rope, and then just swing on the rope straight across to a big cargo net, like pirate style, Pirates of the Caribbean style.
100%. It looked exactly
Whack a dagger
like
in
that.
your teeth. Put a parrot on your shoulder.
Chop your arm off and put a hook on it. Oh, you didn't do that?
No, I probably wouldn't go that far.
Oh, right.
Climbing's hard with one
What
arm and a
about
hook.
peg leg?
Yeah, peg leg would be alright.
Yeah, okay.
And then you have to swing across. What do you reckon? 5 metres?
Yeah, maybe more.
Maybe more? Maybe 10 metres?
Yeah.
To a big cargo net, and you're probably 10 metres up in the air, I reckon, on that one.
Yep, I'd
Yeah.
say it's probably close to 10 metres.
About 10 metres up, so it's pretty high. And first time I did it, I couldn't do it. I was up there by myself. Everyone else, I literally did that course by myself
First
last
time I
time.
didn't, I couldn't do it.
Because everyone else was pussing out on me.
Okay.
So I was there by myself, and that adds a little bit to it.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. You think a little bit more in your own head when you're by yourself.
Really?
I tend to, Jai.
Okay.
So I didn't do it last time. There's a puss out bit on the side where you can just sort of like zip line across if you want to be a big girl like I was.
Yeah.
And I did.
A big
A
girly
big
girl.
girly girl.
Tuck
Yeah,
your balls
I
back in your
I put my
back in
skirt
the
on
fly.
and fucking flew over that. And then for the rest of the next week, I was kicking myself because I didn't do it.
You shouldn't kick yourself, man.
You know what I mean. You know what?
Get one leg and just start booting your other leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about it. I was like, fuck it, next time I'm going back, it's the first thing I'm doing.
Oh.
So wasn't the first thing I did.
No, it wasn't.
But
keep
it
kidding
was the
yourself.
second thing I did.
So, I've never been here before. You told me all about it.
Mhm.
I was very excited to get here and do it.
Mhm.
And when I got up to the Tarzan swing, I hooked myself on. I'm like, well, okay, the rope's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it is a heavy
That's
rope.
the scariest bit.
It kind of almost wants to pull you off the edge when you're
Yeah.
hooked onto it.
Yeah.
But I did the old, just didn't think about it and took a step off the edge.
Yep. Sweet.
I mean, I did it after you, so I saw exactly what was going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what did you do? What happened to the process when you actually did
process when I actually
Yeah.
did it. So everything was fine. I did the process quite well, I think.
it? Okay.
But see, I didn't read the signs because I've only done it a month ago, and
They're next to your head as well.
I think I'm good at things. When I've done things once, I think I'm awesome.
yeah, I
So-
got that when we were doing the training.
But
course.
I'm not. I'm
No.
not that awesome. So we ended up going. I jumped on the rope swing and I swung across, and I'm like, just grab that cargo net straight away. Not meant to grab it on the first swing
Why not?
because you got a lot of momentum,
Okay.
and I kind of ripped my arm a little bit.
You ripped
I
your
got
arm.
a little bit of
Oh, you got
ouchies.
bruises, man.
I got a little bit of an ouchie under there.
You got a huge bruise, dude. That's hectic.
Do I?
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah,
try and show
yeah.
the camera if anyone can see it.
A bit of a bruise there.
Turn that around.
Is it recording?
See?
Yeah, it is.
No, yeah, it's recording. See that red light there?
Oh yeah. Technology is. Oh, I'm hiding behind a book.
Yeah, so I grabbed it on the first swing and almost ripped my arm out of the socket.
That's stupid.
Completely my fault.
Why would
Because
you
there
do
is a
that?
big sign right next to you saying, do not grab it on the first swing, grab it on the second swing.
Yeah.
But did it, got it out of the way, and now I feel very good about that. And
Okay.
then even got to do the adrenaline course afterwards. which is the biggest, scariest course, where you've probably got about I would say a 20, 25 metre climb.
Yeah, it'd be close. It's pretty hectic. There's like, it's a pine tree, and they've literally got like handholds and footholds
Proper
from like a
climbing holds.
climbing wall, but
Yeah.
they're like ratchet strapped around the tree. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
They've got a strap, obviously, so they don't just screw into the tree, I suppose.
Yeah.
But they're pretty. It's pretty difficult, man. They're
Yeah.
spaced quite far apart. Up the top there, you've kind of got to let your feet go and just pull yourself up.
It is
with
tricky.
your arms.
You're probably about 2 foot taller than me as well, so
Not quite. I'd say 1 foot
yeah,
11 inches.
1 foot 11.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's a few bits where you just got to literally lift yourself up with your arms, and it's all good while you're doing it. But then when you get to the top, your arms tend to feel like you've been boxing for about 8 hours.
Yeah.
Because I had nothing left in my arms.
Nothing like a bit of boxing for 8 hours.
Yeah, so I was sitting there, had to shake my arms out a bit, and then got halfway across the next bit, and my arms were like, dude, what are you doing?
You're not
But
16 anymore.
made it all the way through to the end of it, and you feel great after doing
Huge
something
leap
like that.
leap of faith off the end too.
Huge leap of faith off the end. So, no, it's a great place to come. Makes you feel good about yourself.
Good. Well, I think it's the what is it? Serotonin that gets released
Serotonin gets released from the pineal gland in the back of your head.
from the accomplishment of doing it, or from the feeling of your.
From the feeling of elation, I believe,
Oh, there you go.
and happiness.
Happiness. This
But there's
place
also a
makes
bit
you
of
happy.
adrenaline involved in all
Yeah,
this.
definitely. There has to be.
So,
If you've got a fear of heights, it's probably a good place to overcome that fear.
definitely.
Because you're connected all the time.
There is no way you can fall and die. I mean, if you took a fucking bolt cutter up there with you, you probably could.
Yeah, because
A good, really good bolt cutter.
So when you're up there, you can't disconnect both carabiners
No.
and be just standing there free, like to
No.
jump off.
I
sort of thing.
tried so many times. I was like, how can I fuck this system?
Actually-
I know there must be a spot where I can get off and jump. But
Some of the
no.
actually most of the spots you can't turn around and go back.
You can, yeah, you can't
Because
at all
of the
because they've got
two-
2 different colours of your thingies.
Yeah, little thingies.
2 different coloured
the
things.
Anyway, great day. It was really fun.
Fantastically
Glad
fun
we
day.
come up here and did this.
On your birthday, my boy.
Yeah, well, someone's birthday somewhere, isn't it?
Well, it's also my son's birthday.
I was fuck, we're the same person, mate. I was just about to say, shout out to your eldest son because he was lucky enough to be born on my birthday.
He was. Turned 17 today, the big boy.
That was my gift from you.
Yeah,
Sure.
it was. I gave you a child.
Actually, well, just about. I've known you longer than your wife.
Yeah, true.
There you go.
True. It was our first child together, guys.
I love child. No, that was awesome. There's a few. I know a few people with the same birthday.
Well, it's
so
also my wife's late grandmother's birthday as well.
there you go. That's another
So,
one to add to the list.
May she rest in peace.
I guess everyone in winter winter 9 months before
Getting
today
down dirty, hey.
in Australia, probably
Australia.
keeping it nice and warm in bed.
Bit frosty outside, love. Want to jump in the sack?
I was conceived in the back of a combi.
Ooh, that's
there
a
you
nice
go.
place to be conceived.
Actually, I didn't even think about that. So I've been conceived in the back of a combi, like a dark maroon combi. I know your old man had a.
I've still got it at home.
Combi.
A dark maroon combi.
There you go. It's not the same one. No, your dad is not my dad.
Yeah, that would have been cool, man.
Hey, by the way. No, so my mum and dad were travelling in it, and it was basically, they were hippies.
Yeah.
It's another way to put it. I think I was conceived over east, maybe in probably Byron Bay or something, no doubt.
Yeah.
And they travelled down to Victoria and then across to WA. And that's where I was born, down in the Great Southern in WA.
Best place to be.
And when I was born, I had the cord wrapped around my neck.
Why?
I was getting
Life's not that bad, mate.
Well, man, I'm putting down, like, when I'm out of breath nowadays, I'm putting it down to that. It has to be.
It's your mum's fault.
Yeah, it's someone else's fault. It's not my fault. It's wrapped around my neck. So the old myth is, when your partner's heavily pregnant,
Yep.
if you go full driving,
Yeah.
it helps the process of like bringing on labour. So I was fresh, ready to come out, down South Great Southern.
Yep.
And the old man took the mum, me mum, full driving.
mum.
Took the mum.
That's what she made everyone call her.
Yeah,
The mum.
the mum.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny because she was everyone's mum,
she
basically,
was.
when I was growing up.
Yep.
But yeah, he took her full driving, and when I was born, I had the cord. I didn't want to come out. Apparently, I was getting stuck.
Having too much fun,
The
mate.
cord was basically choking me.
Yeah.
But obviously, yeah, turns out I did come
Turns out it just made you longer.
Yeah, that's why I'm tall. Just stretched me out a bit. But yeah, so there you go. That was
Fantastic, man. Well, I was conceived in a vagina.
fun. No fucking
Not a comedy.
way. You've
So-
got to be kidding me.
It's a good story for you.
Well, at least it wasn't a bum hole.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it was.
You'd probably be a pretty shitty person though.
In the bum, no babies, as the old saying goes.
True, there you go. So while we're in a little quick mention of shout outs,
Mm-hmm.
I want to shout out to the Bushrats again.
Yes.
We did it a long time ago because they're a bunch of legends. They've been busy.
Yeah.
They've been busy cleaning shit up,
Mm-hmm.
not actual poo, rubbish.
Yep.
So they're in the Collie region, and they're obviously down near the Wellington Dam.
Bloody legends.
He spends a lot of time down there, in the bush, and he put a video up, like a reel up on socials the other week of like just illegal dumping, just the amount of rubbish
Yep.
that is down through those tracks, and I mean it's everywhere, but
Yeah, you know why? Because people suck.
yeah, humans are shit.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so he's filmed that and put it up on socials, and he's like, "This is crazy. Can't believe everyone's blah blah blah." And then a few days later, a few lads got together and they went down with their utes and trailers and did a big, massive cleanup. So on this particular day, they got old mate from Operation Bin Chicken,
Yep.
West Australian Off-Road, and I believe it's 10 Meldrum 01.
Yeah, okay.
They pulled out 3 tons of rubbish in about 7 hours.
Holy shit.
And they took it all to the rubbish and to the dump, and old mate waived basically their fee because it's because he's a legend.
Let me just rehash something.
Sure.
Most people are shit.
Yeah. Fair call. We were being pretty harsh
Because
then.
a crew like this, they're not shit.
They're not shit,
awesome.
man. So big shout out, dudes. You're doing an amazing job out there anyway.
And we'll be out there to help you out soon as well.
Yep, I've got in touch with West Australian Off-Road.
Yep.
And we are hopefully going to catch up soon for a bit of a chat, and same thing, probably a bit of a bush clean-up, so
Bush clean-up and then a bit of a bush podcast, eh?
I'd almost guarantee it, mate.
It sounds good to me, mate.
So anyway, good work, Bushrats, mate. Young Lee,
Yep, good on ya.
keep the work up, lad. You're doing a
Hey,
good job
and
out
nice car too, mate.
there. Haha, yeah,
Hey.
you bought a Rodeo, didn't you?
You're a part of the club now. Funniest thing is I've noticed that fucking everybody's driving a Rodeo now.
Is it because Hiluxes are too overpriced?
Yeah, they're the second best car you can get. Yeah. Highlighted? I think it's just the name, hey?
Dude, I reckon you're buying the badge.
Yeah, you are. You're buying
I mean,
the badge.
they are-
You know what's going to happen in like 2 years' time? You're not going to be able to afford a fucking Rodeo.
That's
Because
exactly
everyone's
going
going to be buying Rodeos.
There you go. There won't be any left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, good job, boys. Good job. Well done.
Dude,
Yeah.
how straight is your
Sexuality?
tailgate?
It's about 60-40.
What, 60-40 tailgate?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. How straight is your tailgate? Maybe not this one, because I know you've got a new one, but what about your old one?
My old one,
Did you
about
ever-
as straight as a fucking tiger snake.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you do a few backing into a few things?
Well, my ute was my dad's ute.
It was.
And my dad had an affinity for backing into shit. He did a lot of in the bush stuff and a lot of down the beach stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, he loved backing into stuff. So when I got the ute, we had about 6 good dents on the tailgate.
Oh, nice.
And I think I did add one to it.
Okay.
I reversed straight into the corner of a, the really hard tray backs on the old Hilux single cabs.
Sure.
It was one of them in the car park, and I backed out and just boom, back straight into it. Hey.
Oh, dude.
And I'm looking for, and in my head, I'm like, I can just see like a caved-in Mercedes or something. And I just didn't look. I was staring forward, just going, oh no, oh no.
What did you just get out of your car and walk
I just
away?
got out and turned around. I've looked at the back, and there was literally no damage to this ute. Like it was the solid steel corner of
wow.
the tray
Yeah, sure.
had just bent in my tailgate, but not even a bit of paint on the fucking ute.
Your little soft little tailgate.
So there was people that saw it as well, and they're like, "Ooh, like the fucking little freaks are
Oh,
laughing
that's
at me and
so
shit."
funny
It was
how people
fucked,
do that.
eh?
Yeah.
So I've done the old pretend to write a note while they've walked off. There was no if there was damage, I would have definitely left a note and all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. There was no damage,
Or
so
$50.
I pretended to leave a note, and that was that.
So I shop at Woolies.
Yeah,
Woolies has an underground car park.
they do.
I back into every space I ever park in.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That's fine. I love it. I'm really quite happy with the Woolies car park. I'm not so happy with the Coles car park in town. It's just an open area car park. It's quite tight though. The
I'm not
parks
happy
are
with
small.
Coles in general.
Neither am I. I actually worked there when I was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a really great job back then. Didn't really care too much about the car park. But this week I thought I'd go shopping at Coles.
Mm-hmm.
I shop at Woolies every week. Always back into the car park. It's all good. Alright, so I'm pulling into the Coles car park. And all the car parks are tight as fuck as usual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, there's one. So here we go. I go sneak in there and start backing into the car park, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice and slow. It's tight. It's tight. And
Yeah.
the Triton's not a tiny
Some would
car.
say it's as tight as a nun's shoe.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Definitely a shoe. They've got small feet.
They do.
Let's put it that way.
And really small shoes.
Yes, and small socks as well. So, so I've started backing in. And I can see there's a tree behind me. So Woolies car park doesn't have any trees.
No,
Obviously because it's
it's
underground.
underground.
Yeah, they don't have underground trees there. They took them all out. The logging was insane through there. It was crazy. So anyway, I'm backing in. I can see the tree. Nice wrinkly old peppy tree.
Yep.
Right. I looking in the mirrors, looking over the shoulder. I'm getting close. Right. And I'm like, look out the front. I'm like, oh, I'm still sticking out a fair way. Maybe I'll just go a little bit further. Look in the mirror. Bang. So for starters, I never
The Triton blew up.
No, all the cars in the rest of the car park exploded at the same time. No, I never back into anything.
Well, you do.
Every
Because
dent,
guess what?
every dent in my car is from the misso.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. So I backed into a tree, right? As a lady is walking straight in front of the car, as it happens, right? She's watching me back in.
Yeah.
And then she's just done the old, ooh, like put her hand over her mouth,
I would have whacked it in first and
And-
plowed it down.
laughing at me, right? So I've done the same. I'm like, ooh, shaking my head.
Yeah.
She's walked off laughing, hopped in her car, still watching me.
Yeah.
Like I've got an audience now. So I drive forward a tiny bit, get out of my car.
Yeah.
And I go and have a little look at the damage. I've like cracked the very bottom. They've got like reflector lights. I don't think there's even a globe in there.
Nah.
Little red reflector light. I've just cracked it, but it made the most horrible noise. And then there's like 5 other people standing around watching me. And I'm looking at the back of my car and they're all going, ooh. Like,
Did anyone get their camera out?
No, I was expecting it, to be honest. Like phones nowadays, you can't do
Yeah.
anything without someone getting a phone out.
No.
And I was like, so I shrugged it off. Like I just went like this to the lady that was watching me the whole time, and she laughed and I laughed, and hardy ha, it was all funny. I'm never
And
gonna go
you
to
guys
Coles
high-fived?
every day. Yeah, and we like exchanged numbers and no,
Ooh,
I'm just joking.
did
No, I'm happily married. I'm just joking. It's more insurance purposes, you know. So.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Anyway, yeah, she was like 93 anyway. A little bit out of my league. No, so that's fine. I just shrugged it off and went shopping, spent exactly the same amount of money as I do at Woolies anyway, so I'm never going back to Coles.
Yeah.
Then, the other day I decided to go to the farmer's market in town. Big open car park. It's right where the university TAFE buildings are in town. They've made it huge. There's heaps of space, right? The car park's a decent size.
Yeah.
Same thing, here I pull in, there's one or two free because it's very busy. Backed in, straight into a lamp pole. And the only reason I knew I hit something is because the car was rocking.
So back to this last subject of do you feel old?
Yes. Yes, I do, because
Do
old
you
people
think-
back into everything.
Yeah.
And then it got me thinking, why can't they have, like, suspension, so to speak, a giant spring on the base of every light pole in the world? So think about it, right?
I'm thinking.
It doesn't have to be like soft, so you can push it over and it does like, you can almost like bring it back down and put someone on it, let it go,
Boing,
and
boing,
just shoot
boing,
them off into the
boing.
distance. Not like that. I'm talking like a high tensile spring. So if you back into it,
You go flying over the other side of the car park.
no, so your car can move it,
Yeah.
but it moves with your car.
See, this screams of you just trying to make something so that helps you.
Yeah.
Not everybody backs into everything, bro.
Dude, you'd be surprised, man. A lot of everything has paint chips on it. People have dental in
Yeah.
their tailgates.
Yeah, true.
Especially bollards in car parks.
Yeah, especially utes as well.
Just
Utes
take
are an
them.
issue.
Utes always
Utes are
been
an
an
issue. Backing into shit.
So if anyone out there is into inventing stuff, I've just
Yeah.
probably given you a $1 million
if you're
idea.
into inventing stuff, fucking invent something.
Have a go.
Well, that just reminded me, dude, because at the sports carnival the other day.
Mm.
I was, the missus and me were both there. The missus was like, oh, I've got to go do some shopping. You can take the kids home. I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll do.
Typical.
I'll do everything as fucking usual. Nah, just kidding. So I've got the boys in the car after a big day. Like, we went to school. I've been at the school from like 9:30 or 10 o'clock or something. And it's fun. It's great to watch the kids have fun. But I mean, they were probably in 4 or 5 events.
Yeah.
So the rest of the time,
yeah,
it's like, I don't give a fuck about anyone else's kid. Why would I watch little Susie fucking cry?
Yeah.
And I can watch my own kids cry. So we've got out of there, finally got their bags and shit organised. We've got in the car, got in the ute. I was leaning back, sort of in the ute. My seatbelt not on yet, leaning back. I think I still have my door open a little bit as well. And so my handbrake don't work.
Oh,
Got
why
like it's probably from a Land Cruiser, I think.
Get it a suitcase and a nice suit and send it off to work, man.
Suitcase?
Yeah.
You take a suitcase to work?
Yeah, what do you mean? I work in a dairy, of course I take a suitcase to work.
True, you need to change your clothes when you get shat on.
That's what a suitcase is for.
So without even, like obviously I was tired and not thinking. I hadn't foot on the clutch.
Okay.
So I was rolling forward.
Roly-poly.
Dunk!
Oh, what did you back into? Oh, no, roll into, sorry.
And I've looked, and there's a Prius right in front of me with its owner standing right next to it, talking to his kids.
Yes.
That were in the Prius.
You know how awesome Prius drivers are?
Well, I was thinking, right, back when Priuses came out, I fucking hated them.
Why?
Because they're just fucked. Come on, look at it. Have a look at them.
Yeah, they're pretty ugly.
I'm half electric and I look fucking horrible. I'm a hybrid.
So if cars had voices, that's what it would sound like?
I'm a fucking hybrid. I'm a Cooper to drive me. So I finally got revenge on a fucking Prius.
Yeah.
I ran into one and got it done and dusted.
Did ya?
No, but it was a bit embarrassing because you look up and he's standing there and I'm like, oh fuck. Instantly started sweating. I'm like, oh no, I've got out. He was cool as. So I was like, oh no, man. He's like, it's all right. It's just the bumper. It's fine. So then I'm fumbling around in the car. Like my car's on his car. I'm fumbling around the car trying to find my keys.
Oh wow.
So I couldn't find my fucking keys. So my car's connected to his. Like there's a Rodeo and a Prius mating in the car park.
It's touching.
Yep, they're making little baby Rodeus. Little Rodeus and Prodeo. Right. If they had twins, that's what I'd name them. So yeah, and I'm fucking, you know when you just get in that moment where you're just flustered and like something's gone wrong and you're like, oh, you're trying to do something and I just couldn't think. Like my brain wouldn't work. I was like, where are my keys? They were in my bloody camera bag. And I'm like trying to find everything. I finally got them and started the car and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to ease off this fucking car because if I go back into it again, I'm going to fuck it.
Oh man, do you remember when we did our driver's license? Did you like ride the shit out of the clutch to like do anything?
Yeah. I was lucky on mine.
Okay.
I had a copper. He was cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
No.
So
I had a Department of Transport person destined to make me fail, and I didn't. So.
So I took the Rodeo off the arse of the Prius.
You took it off?
And there was a tiny little dent in his
I
bumper.
thought you were going to say there was like some cum on there or something.
Yeah, car cum. Oil.
Car cum.
There was oil everywhere. That's what I like. That's what I say when I go to the mechanics. I say, "Can you change my car cum, please?"
Yeah. I hope so.
They always know what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Then they put gloves on.
Yeah.
So they don't want to touch the car.
They start pulling off the exhaust pipes. What are you guys doing?
Is that where it comes from?
Apparently. It does now. I just made it up. So, yeah, done all of that, and I've backed up. He was cool as shit. Like, he was cool, yeah. He was, there was a little dent on his bumper, so if he wanted to be a dick, he could have said, I want a new bumper.
I know someone who's a dick.
And I would have elbowed him straight in the face and fucking ran. No, so he was okay, I got away with it. But you did make me remember, I did run into a car this week. Wasn't a reversing job though, it was a front job.
Front job.
Bull bar, straight on the back of a Prius.
Closer to the cum. Right where the oil is.
Didn't damage the bull bar one bit.
Wow, that's good. Like it's a solid bull bar there.
It was probably, a kilometre speed impact. But
a kilometre away. So how far you rolled before you realised?
It was a long time, man. No, it was a 1k an hour impact, and he was really cool. So, yeah, that was my little running into somebody during the week, and fuck you Priuses.
What about
them, John?
brand new Land Cruiser drivers?
Yeah. What about?
Do you reckon them as well?
Yeah, look, I'm gonna go a broader thing. I think Prado drivers.
Well, they're still a
Land Cruiser Prado drivers are usually very bad.
Okay.
If I have one in front of me, First thing that comes to my mind is middle-aged woman who's going to hit all the curbs and doesn't give a fuck about anybody else on the road.
So my partner was dropping our kids off at school one day.
Mm-hmm.
We had a Holden Commodore VZ sedan.
Very nice.
Right.
Yep.
There's literally like a car park on the side of the road that all
Yep.
the cars are put. You can drop off point, right?
Yep.
So you get out of your car, drop kids off.
Yep.
I mean the road's not very wide. This is down south in Albany.
Mm-hmm.
The missus had opened the door a little bit on her car. Okay. Aware that there's cars obviously travelling up and down the road. She had the door open a little bit.
Wonder where this is going.
She leaned over to the other side to grab her phone. She leaned back to open the door, and a brand new Land Cruiser just decided to plough through the entire door. Flattened it basically against the bonnet.
That would have scared the fuck out of her.
Or nearly squashed the
Yeah.
missus for starters.
Yeah.
Right? Now, us in our stupidity at that exact moment didn't have car insurance, right?
Yeah, but it's not your fault.
No, it's not our fault. So we had to fill out our claim anyway, like for the insurance on her side.
Yeah.
Okay, we did a report basically based on exactly what happened. We had to do illustrations because there was no dash cam, blah, blah, blah. Okay, like seriously, like a pen and paper, draw the cars. Luckily I can draw.
A little stick figure.
Basically, this is what happened in drawing form. Right?
Imagine if they had taken their legs off, you would have had to have a stick figure with just no
a
legs,
gap.
just a stick.
A gap and then a leg.
Just arms and a head and a
under
stick.
the wheel.
And then no legs.
So our car door was destroyed.
Yeah.
It cost me close to $800, I think, to replace the door and the front panel on the car.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got a bill for $3,800 to replace a scratch on the rhubar of the Land Cruiser, a scratch on the rim of the rhubar of the wheel,
Yeah.
and a tiny little dent on the front panel. Nearly $4,000.
Wow, I would have sent a message back real quick saying, go and get fucked.
Which I had to pay for through her
Did you
insurance
actually have
company.
to pay for that?
Otherwise, they were going to take me because I had no leg to stand on. Right?
No door to stand on either.
No witness, apparently, even though we were surrounded by an entire school worth of mums dropping their kids off. They would not take our word for it because that's all we've got to go off.
Mm-hmm.
And my little drawing. Maybe I should have drawn 3D graphic cards.
Dude,
I don't know.
photos would have solved that problem.
Yes.
It's your door. It's provable that she just ran into it. Who is this woman? Give me a number. I want to know it. I want to know who she is.
It's long
I'll
gone
get you
now.
$3,000 back.
This is like...
No, fuck it. I want to get your money back.
This is probably 10 plus years ago.
Fucking hammer her fingers.
So obviously with the debt collecting company basically that it ended up with, I paid $50 a fortnight, I think.
Yep.
For as long as it took to pay it off. So there you go. That's